what's absolutely banana shit crazy? Real life. Real life is usually the things that are the most horrifying things or the most shocking things. You'll never find it in a book or a movie. The most shocking and horrible things are usually found in real life. The same things with funny jokes.
White dude be walking in the street minding his business, and brother walk up to him, hello, you white oppressor, you slave master rapist of Africa.
Funny jokes usually stem from reality, somewhat honest, because that way they're relatable. And I guess I'm talking about this today because in response to the blanket 25% tariff, Trudeau flew over to Mar-a-Lago to visit Daddy Donald Trump to talk about those tariffs. And right off the bat, what does Trudeau say? Trudeau says that Canada would be destroyed with this 25% tariff, and he couldn't do it. And Trump replies to that, if Canada's economy is solely intact, it's solely a functioning economy, only if it can take advantage of the Americans, Canada should become the 51st state of America. And that is a really interesting joke. That's Trump's beautiful weave. That's the art of negotiation. That's a quick reality check to what Canada really is to America. And right away, Trudeau basically responds to that in such a weak way.
I will fight for you. I will fight for the North. When you bend the knee.
He goes about it saying that it would destroy the Canadians if they were to do that without leveraging exactly what we have, hundreds of billions of dollars worth of natural resources that America consumes to build their factories, to build their cars, to build their homes, to heat their homes, to power their homes. A lot of that energy comes from Canada. And instead of the leader of Canada, Trudeau, instead of leveraging these benefits, he kind of submits. He kind of bends the knee. Instead of trying to build infrastructure to broaden our horizons and take those resources to the global market, he will pretty much give in to everything Trump has to say. And how much different is that really from being the 51st state of America? It's been the longest running joke known to Canadians and Americans likewise that Canada is basically the little brother of America and always has been. And so I guess like as a nation, we have a choice here. We have the choice. Option A, we walk down the path that we've been walking down since our inception, which is to bend the knee, to continually supply America with the resources, the raw materials that we have to offer. Or we can choose option B, which is building the infrastructure to be able to export these natural goods and resources to the global market. It's to learn from other countries that have similar populations and education that Canada does, which is usually a highly educated population. Countries that are similar to that is probably like Germany, Taiwan, Japan, South Korea, to name a few. We learn from these countries because they're small in population, but their GDP and their exports are huge because everyone buys German goods. Everyone buys South Korean goods, Japanese goods. So we need to develop our nation to be able to export a high-tech material or resource to the global market. And so that would reduce our reliance on the American trade agreements. I think Trump is a master at creating a negotiation framework that he will put himself in a position to win. And he hopes to keep Canada in his back pocket forever or for as long as possible because they do know that they benefit from Canadian lumber and steel and natural gases and liquids and oils. It's not like you don't gain anything from that. But there is also some truth to his quote-unquote joke. It's like a beautiful weave. There is truth to Canada's reliance on America, and the trade agreements have America as I believe 100 billion in deficit of imports from Canada. So they are investing in Canada a lot more than we're investing in them, and that's for sure. Those are things that we have to address, but we're not addressing any of that other global market stuff. And I think it's because mostly we're afraid of leaving the nest. America has been like a golden egg, and the nest has been so comfortable that I think Canada has never really left. And so the ongoing joke, the running joke of Canada being the 51st state there's a lot of truth to that, even though it's kind of funny and it's created such like polarizing wars between Americans and Canadians, especially on Twitter, also known as X. I don't know. I don't really take part in any of that, but I am just kind of recapping this for you. It's just like a thinking time, a thinking tank. What would you guys do if you were the leader of the country? How would you take us into the future? I'm interested to know. I'm interested to know like how far Canada can really go, because these Twitter rants are going kind of wild. It all goes to Americans and Canadians fighting over Canadians aren't armed compared to Americans, as if pistols have anything to do with actual modern warfare nowadays. Is your pistol gonna help you from a ballistic missile or a warhead or a nuke? Probably not. Or even a drone? Probably not. So modern warfare has really changed, but I think all that political nonsense and unrest is kind of ridiculous. We should be finding ways on building connections between each other and having each other grow as like investment partners, as opposed to kind of butting heads right now. But Trump is doing everything that he said he was going to do, so he's putting America first, even though that Canada has been America's kind of partner since, you know, our inception. I mean, we have family between those borders. We share the longest border in the entire world, right? So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. That helps me a lot. Until then, take it easy, boys.